want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
Oh, I think you can handle the truth, folks. It's Monday morning. It's zero dark. I'm out of the bunker and back to work. It was a good show last night at the zoo. Man, am I paying for the weekend. I guess there's nothing easy, right? Training isn't easy. Thinking isn't easy. None of it's easy, folks. But guess what? It's not going to get any easier for us. Maybe I won't be as whip tired, but I tell you what, I think that's part of the trick is to wear you down, wear me down, wear us all down. So we got to fight. We got to fight. Look, we're gonna get the blame for all of this. It's part of history and part of the way things work. As you and I will get the blame. Right now, Trump is getting the blame. For example, Maxine Waters, who's incredibly nasty Democrat, not very smart, not very smart at all. But she's a useful tool, and she keeps getting elected to Congress. You know, I call her Mad Maxine because she's just a lunatic. She called for violence, called for Republicans to be harassed, public officials and such years ago, not to let them eat in a restaurant, just complete buffoonery. And then when it was done to her, she got all mad and pissed off and said her rights were being violated and it was racism. The whole thing is a big joke. Right? It's always you. You're always the one who are responsible, according to them. Well, Mad Maxine, let me get to what she said so we can all understand. She said Trump is pushing America to civil war. I don't know if you've ever heard anything so stupid in your life, but they continue to surprise me with how stupid they are and also how little credit they give us. Now I'm starting to get pissed off and woke up. Yeah, she just says that Trump is trying to start a civil war. He's pushing us towards that. He's pushing his people. Yeah, they will. They will do all they can to blame us, though. Remember, they socialist people who are ruining America. They want to blame you for what's going on. They want to take all the steps, have all the authority, but when things don't work, it's your fault. But that's not going to work if a guy named Trump is in the way. If he is the one who ends up taking the credit and taking responsibility and taking action, right? He's the one fighting it. So, yeah, they're going to have to get rid of him. He is an obstacle. He is truly between us and them, taking their arrows. Now, let's cast our mind. Trump is taken out, thrown in jail, not allowed to even run for president, taken off the ballots. The Democrats make all kinds of rules up. They go after the Supreme Court. They find it, which I think would be one hell of a fight watching them do it out. But they'll figure out how to do it. They're going to try at least. At the very least, they're going to try and nullify everything the Supreme Court does, or just load it with more liberals. In any event, folks, the war is on, and they are pushing to blame you. Okay, now you're like, well, why blame us? What'd we do? Well, you are the unwashed masses that oppose their great democracy, because that's how they see the world. A great, fruity flavored democracy. And they want to get rid of everybody that opposes them. But in this world, right, it's kind of hard just to get rid of me and get rid of you. Kind of hard, a little tricky, a little tough for them. Ouch. Little bit tricky, I tell you. Hitler took power, and when he had enough consolidated police power and authority, he blamed the people. Not all the people, just the people that he saw as his enemy. That's right. He blamed the people. And let's go over to the Soviet Union. They started by blaming Tsar Nicholas, the king of Russia. So they blamed Tsar, the communists did, and then they killed the Tsar. And then when they had enough power and authority, they killed the people. They blamed them. Anyone that didn't bend the knee and do as they said, they blamed them. In China, they had their revolution, their communist revolution in China. And they blamed the bad leadership. They blamed this government and that government. They blamed the English, whatever. And then once they had their power consolidated, they killed the people. They blamed the people and went after them. Right now, Maxine Waters and the rest of the Democrat Party, they're blaming Trump, saying he is starting a civil war. I'm just shocked because I think the civil war is what is coming our way. You can call it partisan conflict. I've called it that for a long time. We're going to have a lot of that. But there's an understanding that, a fight for the country might be on. I would rather see a separation. I'd rather see the states leave each other alone. And the states could secede from this unholy union with DC and leave DC to a Sodom and Gomorrah. A Sodom and Gomorrah. Ouch. Conclusion. There we go. Wow. But that's just the deal, folks, is first they go after the opposition leaders. They're doing it right now in Brazil. They've gone after them. Hi, Bolsonaro, gone. When it start going after the people and the small leaders, the tribes, literal tribes. That's what they plan on doing with us, folks. They're going to blame Trump for any violence that happens because of their actions. They're going to get rid of him, consolidate the rest of their power with no opposition leadership anywhere because of their fear. And then they blame you and say you're the problem, not Trump. You, me, us, Americans. I think that's the game plan they're rolling out because it's consistent with history. Hey, get prepared. Get prepared. I've said for years that chance favors the prepared mind. And it does. It really does. It favors the decisions you make, the preparations you put together, the plans for protecting yourself and supporting what is good and decent. I'll see you guys tonight. If I can make it back from work, okay. Hey, chance favors the prepared mind, and I'm glad yours is.